From the first breath of creation your name was written in light, not as an accident, not as a wandering leaf in the storm, but as a chosen soul carefully placed into the pattern of eternity. You wonder why tears fill your eyes at night, why your heart whispers questions you never speak aloud. It is because heaven has been preparing something for you, and now the secret is being unveiled. God chose a person for you, not by chance, not by human calculation, but by the weight of divine destiny. This choice is not ordinary, it is sacred, and the reason will pierce your heart with both sorrow and joy. For years you may have thought you were overlooked, rejected, abandoned in the noise of the world. You may have cried yourself to sleep, asking why others walked away and why love seemed like a distant dream. Yet in those very tears, God was planting the seed of a miracle. Every disappointment was not to destroy you, but to make room for the one who carries the answer to your lonely prayers. This person has been hidden, protected, and kept away from false intentions, because heaven wanted you to meet them not in brokenness but in the fullness of divine timing. The reason you will weep when you finally understand is because this person carries within them a piece of your own soul. Their struggles mirror yours, their wounds cry the same silent song, their victories will feel like your victories, because God has bound your journeys together in threads unseen. The moment they step into your life, you will not have to beg for attention or prove your worth. You will simply feel the peace of being known without explanation, loved without performance, and embraced without fear. This is why heaven says do not ignore. You are not watching this by mistake, you are being called to prepare your heart. God has already written their name beside yours in the book of destiny. When you meet, it will not just be attraction, it will be recognition. You will look into their eyes and see the reflection of every unanswered prayer. You will realize that the waiting, the pain, the nights of loneliness were all leading to this revelation. Beloved soul, wipe your tears because the story is shifting. The pain you carried was not punishment, it was preparation. The joy that is coming will make you forget the weight of yesterday. Heaven is orchestrating a reunion so powerful that even angels will celebrate. Do not turn away, do not let doubt steal this moment. God's hand has chosen, and His choice never fails. Stay until the end, hold this truth close to your heart, and remember, the next chapter of your life will not be written in loneliness, but in divine love prepared just for you. Share this message with faith, subscribe for more divine revelations, and never forget, what heaven has chosen cannot be undone. And now listen carefully, for what I am about to tell you will shake the walls of your heart. The person chosen for you is not ordinary, they have walked through shadows just like you, carrying scars that tell stories of survival, not defeat. Heaven did not choose them because they were perfect, heaven chose them because they were destined to walk beside you, to understand your unspoken pain, and to carry with you the weight that once felt unbearable. When you see them, you will not just meet a face, you will meet a mirror of your soul. You will notice how their presence quiets your storms. The laughter you once thought was gone forever will rise again effortlessly when they are near. Every word they speak will feel like a healing balm, soothing wounds you thought would never close. And the reason you will cry is not because of sorrow, but because you will finally feel what it means to be understood, truly, completely, without explanation. For the first time, you will not be the one giving everything and receiving nothing, you will be cherished, treasured, guarded like the rare jewel that you are. Do you know why heaven waited this long? Because the journey had to refine both of you. If you had met too soon, the weight of immaturity, the chains of past mistakes, the grip of old wounds would have crushed the blessing. But now, the time is ripe. God's timing is not late, it is perfect, and this season is the appointed hour when the invisible threads begin to tighten and draw you together. Imagine this moment: you are standing in the middle of your ordinary life, perhaps tired, perhaps doubting, and suddenly destiny walks in. It may come as a surprise, it may look like coincidence, but heaven whispers, "This is the one." Your spirit will leap, your heart will tremble, and tears will stream down your face because you will finally know, you were never forgotten, never overlooked, never abandoned. Every no was leading you to this yes, every closed door was protecting this opening, every broken promise was making way for the one promise that can never be broken. And so I tell you again, do not ignore this. Share this message with faith, for someone else needs to know they are not alone. Subscribe so that you remain connected to the voice of heaven in your life. Let your heart be prepared, because when the hand of God moves, it moves swiftly. The person chosen for you is already on their way, carrying your miracle in their spirit. The tears you will cry will not be of pain, but of release, of gratitude, of finally being seen and loved in the way you were always meant to be. And when that person enters your life, you will see how every unanswered prayer becomes a living answer standing before you. They will not come empty-handed, they will come carrying the gift of peace, the promise of companionship, and the courage to stand beside you when the world feels heavy. You will not have to explain yourself, because they will already understand the language of your silence. You will not have to hide your scars, because they will touch them gently and call them beautiful reminders of your strength. This person has been prepared in secret places, molded through their own battles, shaped through their own tears, refined by fires that would have destroyed others. And yet they survived, just as you survived, so that two souls that once walked lonely paths could finally walk as one. The bond you will share is not ordinary love, it is divine recognition, it is the merging of destinies heaven wrote before time began. You may question, you may doubt, you may wonder if this is real, but the proof will not be in words, it will be in the way your heart rests when they are near. The chaos inside you will quiet, the storms will bow, and for the first time in years you will breathe without fear. Their arms will feel like home, their smile will feel like sunrise, their voice will carry the weight of calm oceans. And in that moment, you will break down in tears, not of sorrow, but of overwhelming relief that God remembered you, that heaven did not overlook you, that love did not abandon you after all. Stay attentive, because the season has shifted. You will begin to notice signs, dreams that speak louder, encounters that feel like destiny, conversations that stir something deep inside you. Do not dismiss them, do not ignore them, for they are gentle whispers of what is about to unfold. The chosen one is closer than you think, already stepping toward you, already carrying your name in their spirit, already guided by heaven's hand. Hold on with faith, because what you are about to receive is not temporary affection, but eternal alignment. God is not giving you someone who will pass through your life like a shadow, but someone who will stand like a pillar when everything else falls. The tears you cry when you finally meet them will be holy tears, tears that wash away loneliness, tears that baptize you into joy, tears that declare you were never forgotten by the one who writes destiny. So wait, not with despair but with expectation. What is written for you cannot be erased, what is chosen for you cannot be stolen, what is promised for you cannot be broken. Soon the story of your life will turn, and the chapter of loneliness will close forever, replaced by the chapter of divine love heaven has written just for you. And when this chapter opens, you will see how heaven wastes nothing. Every night you wept, every moment you felt abandoned, every season of silence was not punishment, it was preparation. God was writing a story so breathtaking that even angels lean closer to watch it unfold. This person will not only love you, they will guard you, uplift you, and remind you daily of your worth. Their love will not be words spoken for convenience, but actions carved into eternity, a love that chooses you again and again without hesitation. You will notice how the world around you shifts when they arrive. Doors that were once locked will suddenly swing open. Opportunities you never imagined will flow with ease, because when God unites two chosen souls, heaven releases blessings that could never be carried alone. Their presence in your life will be the key that unlocks hidden treasures within you, dreams you buried will rise again, joy you lost will return, and strength you forgot will roar back like fire in your veins. Do not be surprised when you cry the moment you realize this truth. Tears will fall because you will understand that the pain you carried was never wasted. Those who rejected you were never meant to stay, those who hurt you were only clearing the way, and those who left you taught you how to stand strong enough to receive someone who will never walk away. This person will be the answer to prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening. They are not arriving to fix you, because you are already whole in God's eyes. They are arriving to walk beside you, to multiply your joy, and to share the weight of your calling. And in the silence of the night, when you finally kneel and thank heaven for sending them, you will feel the embrace of God Himself, whispering, "See, my child, I never forgot you. I kept the best for you, and now it is here." That moment will mark the end of waiting and the beginning of divine fulfillment. So prepare your heart. Guard your faith. Keep your spirit open, because destiny does not delay, it arrives exactly when heaven commands. And when it does, your tears will turn into rivers of gratitude, your loneliness into songs of joy, and your doubts into unshakable faith. The chosen one is not coming to you by accident, they are heaven's gift, hand-delivered by the God who has always loved you beyond measure. And as the days unfold you will begin to sense it in the smallest details. A sudden calm in your spirit, a warmth in your chest as though invisible hands are preparing you for what is near. You will look at the ordinary moments of your life and realize they are no longer ordinary, every step, every breath, every encounter is guiding you closer to the one chosen for you. Heaven has been weaving this tapestry long before you even knew what to pray for, and now the threads are being revealed before your very eyes. The tears you will cry will not come from weakness but from the overwhelming beauty of recognition. When you see this person, something ancient within you will awaken. It will feel as if you have known them for lifetimes, though it is your first meeting. Their voice will sound like a memory, their presence like a place you have always longed for but could never find. This is the mystery of divine alignment. When two souls chosen before time finally meet in the flesh, the earth itself bends to witness the reunion. You will find healing in their embrace. Wounds that no medicine could reach will suddenly close. Shadows that chased you for years will dissolve in the light of their love. You will see yourself differently, not through the eyes of judgment or rejection, but through the reflection of someone who sees your soul in its purest form. They will call out the greatness in you, the beauty, the strength, the hidden dreams, and you will no longer doubt who you are. Because when heaven chooses, heaven confirms, and this confirmation will break chains you didn't even know you carried. And you will understand at last why God made you wait. If this blessing had arrived sooner, you might not have recognized its value. If this person had come in a different season, the weight of your wounds might have pushed them away. But now you are ready, and so are they. Heaven does not deliver promises half-formed. What is coming to you is complete, whole, and unstoppable. So let your heart believe again. The tears you shed will water the soil of your destiny. The love written for you will not pass by. The moment is coming when all confusion will end, all loneliness will break, and all doubt will bow before the undeniable truth: you were chosen, you were remembered, and you were always destined for this. And when the moment finally arrives, it will not be wrapped in grand announcement but in quiet certainty. Perhaps it will come as a simple conversation, a chance meeting, or a moment so ordinary that you might almost overlook it. Yet within that moment, something in your soul will stir with such intensity that you will know this is no accident. The world may see coincidence, but you will feel destiny unfolding before your very eyes. Your tears will fall not because you are weak, but because you will suddenly understand the weight of heaven's love for you. Every rejection, every heartbreak, every delay will make sense in a single instant. You will see how the pain carved space in your heart for something greater, how the loneliness made you strong enough to carry true love, how the waiting refined your spirit until you were ready for the promise. This person is not entering your life as a temporary guest, but as a divine assignment, sealed and sent with your name written upon their soul. They will not only be your companion but your covering, your encourager, your safe place when the world feels heavy. You will notice how their presence brings balance. Where you feel weak, they will be strong; where you feel lost, they will guide; where you doubt, they will speak faith into you. And together you will create a harmony that neither of you could achieve alone. That is the beauty of heaven's design: it does not bring halves together to make a whole, it brings two wholes together to overflow. And you will discover the reason behind it all. God wanted to show you that love is not about chasing, begging, or proving yourself. Love, when divinely chosen, is about rest, trust, and recognition. When you stand beside them, you will not feel the need to perform, because they will see you as you truly are and still call you enough. When they hold you, you will not fear abandonment, because their presence will feel like the very hands of heaven refusing to let you go. So prepare, for the story is about to shift. The chapters of tears and loneliness are closing, and a new book is being opened with your name written in bold letters. What you thought was lost is being restored, what you thought would never happen is already moving toward you. Heaven has chosen, and heaven does not change its mind. Soon, when this person stands before you, your heart will break into tears of relief and joy, and you will finally whisper, "God, you remembered me." And from that whisper will flow a river of gratitude that cannot be contained. You will look back at the nights you thought were endless, the mornings where hope felt too far away, and you will realize those seasons were never empty. They were building blocks, carved by divine hands, shaping you into the vessel that could now receive what was always yours. The pain was the preparation, the silence was the sacred pause, and the tears were the water that nourished the seed of your destiny. When this chosen one stands before you, you will feel time slow down. The noise of the world will fade, the questions that haunted you will scatter like smoke, and the voice of God within you will whisper, "This is what I promised. This is why I asked you to wait." Your heart will know without needing evidence, because the Spirit recognizes what the mind cannot explain. You will not have to search for signs, they will be the sign. Every glance, every word, every moment with them will echo eternity. And in their presence you will feel the weight of heaven's love. The emptiness you carried will vanish as though it never existed. The wounds you thought would scar you forever will be touched by healing so deep it feels like rebirth. You will laugh again, not the laughter of covering pain, but the laughter of freedom. You will love again, not in fear of being left, but in the confidence that you are finally with the one who was written for you before time began. The world may not understand the bond you share. They may question it, envy it, or even try to explain it away. But you will not need their approval, because your soul will already be anchored in truth. And the truth is this: God Himself orchestrated this union. No hand of man can erase what heaven has signed, no force of darkness can undo what light has sealed, and no circumstance can delay what destiny demands. So let your spirit rejoice even now. The chosen one is closer than you think, already moving in your direction, already guided by unseen hands toward the place where your paths collide. Do not let doubt steal this moment of preparation. Hold fast, stay awake, keep your heart open. For soon the reason behind all your tears will be revealed, and when you finally hold their hand, you will understand why heaven called you chosen, why heaven called you worthy, why heaven kept you waiting. That day is coming, and when it does, your tears will not be of sorrow but of overwhelming joy, the kind of joy that makes your soul fall to its knees and whisper, "Thank you, God. You never forgot me." And as those words leave your lips, you will feel a shift not just in your heart but in the very atmosphere around you. It will be as though the heavens themselves lean down to bless the union, as though angels have been waiting for this moment to celebrate with songs of triumph. For this is not simply about two people meeting, it is about two destinies colliding, two callings merging, two souls becoming one under the gaze of eternity. The chosen one will not come to complete you, for you are already whole. They will come to complement you, to stand with you, to ignite the fire of purpose that burns within you. Where you have felt weary, they will bring strength. Where you have felt unseen, they will see you so deeply that your very soul will breathe in relief. Where you have carried silence, they will hear even the words you never speak. And in that holy exchange you will know that this is not ordinary love, it is the fulfillment of a divine promise. Your tears will pour not just because of love's arrival, but because of the realization that you were never forgotten in the divine story. Every lonely night was written with purpose, every unanswered prayer was stored in the hands of God, and every heartbreak was a detour that protected you from what was never meant to stay. When you finally stand in the arms of the one chosen for you, all the fragments of your past will align like pieces of a puzzle, and you will see the masterpiece heaven was painting all along.